Okay, so you guys, it is the 8th, 3/8/22, and really is factoring trinomials with one as leading coefficient. Okay, now what that one as the leading coefficient does, I'll tell you in a second, let me write that down. These are the easy ones. Tomorrow we're going to change it up, but these are the easy ones. You guys already see, okay? So it is important. If you know there's no number in front of x squared, it gets easy. There's no number in front of x squared, it gets easy. It really is just the multiples of this that add to this. That's all it is, multiples of this. If we change this to a number tomorrow, it gets a little bit more difficult. But today's not too bad. Today should be easy, okay? So let's take a look at it. I'll say that again. We're looking for multiples. So we're looking for multiples of last number that add to middle number. Okay, that's the trick. We know what we're doing is it's the opposite of our FOIL. Remember how we did our FOIL? In fact, if we looked at our warm-up, we did a FOIL in our warm-up, right? So it's really doing the opposite of this. So we're trying to make it look something like this again, okay? That's what factoring does. So then we get the mini equations. Remember we did the mini equations? So on number one, we did it, right? So I know for sure, parentheses, 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 right? Start there, every time start there. And then we know that when we FOIL, we multiply through, we'd have to have an x here and an x here, because that's the only way we can get the x squared, right? And then we know when we multiply this last term for the last term, we know we have to get a 12, but they have to add a 7. You guys already had this one. You already had the plus 3, plus 4, or vice versa, or doesn't matter. They're the same answer. You don't need both, one or the other, okay? Right? And we did this one earlier. Show me thumbs up, like you really got this, okay? It's really that simple, okay? Now example 2 has a negative. It's got a negative 8. So we got to be careful with the negative because we know that we're going to have a positive times a negative. I know for sure I'm going to have a positive times a negative to make my 8, right? For sure. Only way I can make a negative 8 is positive times negative. So start again with parentheses, 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 right? And I know I'm going to have to make an x squared, so x has to go here. Has to, x and x, so you can make an x squared, right? Has to be x and x. So, what times what makes negative 8? I see a little louder. What? Positive 4, negative 2. Everybody agree with positive 4, negative 2? If I use positive 4, negative 2, then if I show my double smiley, I just like to call it the double smiley, inside and outside should be a positive 4x, negative 2x, which does add up. Now what won't work is the negative 4, positive 2. That won't work. That's no way. That's not good because that wouldn't make a positive 2x. That'd make a negative 2x, right? Everybody agree with that? It's got to be positive 4, negative 2. How about 3? Well, let's go parentheses, 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 parentheses. I know for sure it's got to be a positive times a negative. It has to be positive times a negative. Now, 24 is a good problem because, well, let's see. There's 3 times 8. There's 4 times 6. There's 2 times 12. There's 1 times 24. Lots of combinations, right? And there's only one that works. One works. I know x and x, right? Anybody have it? Anybody have it for number 3? Yes, positive 8, negative 3. Awesome. So again, if you don't know your times facts, this is going to be a tough lesson. But if you do know your times facts, it's pretty easy. Okay, again, we can check this. I check it with my double smiley. I like to check this. I go, inside outside, I get a positive 8x, negative 3. Totally correct. That is my answer. Thumbs up. Okay, do you think this is easy or hard? Oh, good. Easy. I was hoping to say that. Okay. Okay, example 4. Start here. I do know with my negative 4, I'm going to have I got to do a positive and negative, right? It's got to be positive and negative, okay? Well, to make my x squared, I've got to have an x and an x, right? Anybody have an answer for me yet?
Positive 4, negative 1.
You're so close. How about negative 4, positive 1?
Oh, you're right.
Well, sometimes. How about a negative 4, positive 1? Why does it have to be that way? Because it's a negative 3, right? So here's my double smiley. I got a negative 4x. You guys see the negative 4x? And a positive 1, okay? Thanks, Scott. Paige, give me a thumbs up when you're ready for me to turn the page. Okay, everybody good? Okay. Okay, example 5. Again, I have a negative 9. So I'm going to need a positive and a negative, right? Oops, negative. So I have to start here. X, right? To make the x squared, right? I have to have the x to make the x squared. So what times what makes 9? I heard it. Say it louder. Let's go positive 9, negative 1. Nice job, Gretchen. You have done this before, haven't you? So let's see why she's right. So I do know I get the negative 9. When I multiply, see, multiply. But if I do my double smiley, I get a positive 9, negative 1 makes my positive 8. Good job, Gretchen. All right, example 6. Well, I've got to multiply to make a positive 9, but they make a negative 6. I'm thinking what I need is a negative times a negative. Now think about that. Because a negative times a negative, we could make a positive 9. There you go. I heard negative 3, negative 3. Negative 3, negative 3. Good job, Grace. I agree with Grace. Negative 3, negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3. Let's write it down so we can see it. I know x and x, right? You guys agree with that? And Grace said negative 3 and negative 3. I totally agree with you, Grace. Let's check it out. Negative 3 times negative 3 is a positive 9, right? But my double smiley makes my negative 3x, another negative 3x, okay? All right, let me stop recording, and I want to do a real quick little Kahoot. We'll find out how you do, okay? Okay, I think the Kahoot is a neat